Hack number 1, $500 gone in minutes. Hack number 2, paste $0.10 per hour. Hack number 3, illegal pyramid scheme. Hack number 4, selling your data to scammers. Hack number 5, actually works. I raised my own money testing this 5 trending get-rich-quick schemes app, so you don't have to. What I discover will save you time, money, and possibly your identity. Let me break down exactly what happened. You know those flashy ads that pop up while you're scrolling through social media? The ones promising you can make $500 a day just by clicking buttons on your phone. Yeah, those ones. I couldn't help but wonder if any of them actually delivered on their promises. So I decided to put them to the test. 72 hours of my life and a chunk of my own money invested in finding out the truth behind these too good to be true money-making apps. Let me walk you through exactly what happened with the first 3 apps I tested. And trust me, it gets wise pretty quickly. I started with an app called AI Stock Trader that caught my eyes with its bold claim, turn $100 into $1,000 in just 24 hours. The app looks sleek, professional design, testimonials from everyday people, making thousands, and algorithm supposedly developed by former Wall Street analysts. Feeling optimistic, I deposited $500 to really give it a fair shot. What happened next was almost comical. The app showed my balance going to $1,200 almost instantly. Like a financial roller coaster, the graph lines shot skyward. Notifications kept popping up about successful trades, and I started thinking I had found something legitimate. But when I hit the withdraw button, the thrilling ride plummeted. The app froze, crashed, and when I reopened it, my balance showed a big fat zero. $500 gone in less than 10 minutes. But the surprises didn't end there. Moving on to app number 2, a type and earn platform. The premise seemed simple. Type product descriptions, get paid $30 per hour. After setting up my profile and passing their qualification test, I spent 2 solid hours typing descriptions for random products. My earnings after 2 hours of work, a whopping 20 cents. That's right, 10 cents per hour. The fine print review started race and level upgrades that will require weeks of work before reaching the advertised pay. App number 3 took decision to new highs. This community wealth builder promised passive income through community collaboration. After signing up, I discovered it was simply an illegal pyramid scheme with a fresh coat of paint. The app wouldn't let me withdraw anything until I recruited 5 friends who each needed to deposit $50. When I refused, they threatened my account with deactivation unless I completed their community building requirements. The sophistication of these scams was outstanding. The AI Stock Trader app featured fake endorsements from Elon Musk and Mark Cuban that looked incredibly realistic. They had professional websites with SSL certificates, privacy policies, and thousands of seemingly legitimate reviews. All 3 apps shared clear red flags: impossible earnings promises, mysterious glitches during withdrawal attempts, and surprise verification fees that increased whenever I tried to access my supposed earnings. Beyond the financial losses, this app requested alarming permissions, access to contacts, camera, location data, and one even asked for accessibility permissions to monitor everything I type. Just imagine, app number 1 even requested access to my banking app to facilitate direct deposits. Cybersecurity experts confirmed these apps were primarily designed for harvesting personal data to sell on dark web markets or used for identity theft operations. When one expert analyzed the AI Stock Trader code, he found it sending my contact list, browsing history, and location data to overseas servers, all while displaying fake trading graphs designed to keep me investing more money. Those overseas servers weren't just collecting my data. They were part of a billion-dollar industry built on false promises and digital sleight of hand. Yet, amid this landscape of scams and data theft, could there actually be a needle in the haystack worth finding? I was skeptical, but what I discovered with my final 2 apps forced me to question everything I thought I knew. Before we get to the one app that didn't steal from me, if this investigation is saving you time or money, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell. Why? Because YouTube buries scam exposing videos. Your engagement helps protect others. Plus, I drop new bombs weekly. App number 4 called itself Government Grant Finder and promised to connect me with unclaimed government money, waiting for me to claim. All I needed to do was pay a processing fee of $29.99. The app's interface looks surprisingly professional with an American flag backdrop, an official-looking seal that gave it an air of legitimacy. After paying the fees, all in the name of research, I promise, things got interesting. The app immediately requested my social security number, complete bank account details, and photos of my driver license and passport. Supposedly, standard verification required by federal regulations to access my government funds. I entered obviously fake details as a text. Any legitimate verification system would have rejected my application immediately. Instead, within seconds, I received a congratulatory notification that I'll be approved for a $9,500 grant that will be processed within 3 to 5 business days, right? The cash, I needed to pay a $99 expedite fee to speed up the process. Just imagine, this raised major red flags. A cybersecurity expert confirmed my suspicions. This is a textbook data harvesting operation. They are collecting everything needed for complete identity theft. Your government ID, financial information, and personal details. This data package will sell for about $200 to $500 on dark web marketplaces. 4 apps examined, 4 sophisticated scams uncovered, like finding call after call while searching for diamond. My horse ranked high for the 5th app, but I pressed on anyway. App number 5, Stacks Bytes, immediately stood apart from the others. Instead of promising overnight riches, it offered something modest, between $5 to $10 per hour completing micro tasks in my local area, including store orders, mystery shopping, and small deliveries. The differences were stark. Unlike the previous apps with vague about us pages and foreign contact details, Stacks Bytes had a verifiable physical address. When I called their customer support, a real woman answered within minutes. Their payment terms clearly explained they make money by taking a 15% commission from businesses. The transparency was refreshing, like finally spotting that diamond in a pile of worthless rocks. I completed 3 small tasks over 48 hours, checking prices at an electronics store, 45 minutes. Yes, photographing a sold-out display that takes me 20 minutes and delivering a package across town about an hour. Total effort just over 2 hours. The result, I earned $17.50 that was deposited into my PayPal account within 24 hours. But it was real money for real work, with no cashes, no hidden fees, or identity theft involved. The contrast between Stacks Bytes and the other apps could not have been clearer. Why $5 to $10 per hour won't make anyone rich overnight? It represented something increasingly rich in the digital money-making space. Honestly, the app promised modest earnings for legitimate work and deliver exactly that. No false promises, no data harvesting, no pyramid schemes, just a simple exchange of time for money. Alright, let's wrap this up. After my expensive investigation into these apps, I learned one crucial lesson. When an offer sounds too good to be real, it mostly likely is. The math never lies, you know. Watch for these 3 red flags: mysterious technical issues during withdrawal attempts, countdown timers creating fake urgency like only 2 spots left, and returns that will make Warren Buffett jealous. Want legitimate ways to earn extra cash in 2025? I have compiled my knowledge into a free guide. No miracle promises, just practical, proven methods that work. Grab it below in the description and share your experience in the comments. Remember, real opportunities don't need fake testimonials or your SSN. Want the full list of legit 2025 side hustles vetted by me? Grab the free guide in the description below. I'm taking it down soon to update it. And you're welcome.